How do I feel about Thomas Massie losing the midterms? To be honest with you, I'm happy that the Kentucky voters came out and showed out and voted that man out of office. He fucked around and found out. And I hope all of this be a lesson to the rhinos in the Republican Party that if you don't agree that the American people are the #1 priority in your agenda, that there will be no place for you in office, and you will definitely be replaced by somebody undoubtedly more qualified to serve the American people. You know, just think about it. I mean, we have too many Republican politicians, rhinos, who have one foot in and one foot out the door and are just there for self-interest. I mean, they pretend that they're with Trump only to ride the MAGA train so that they can stay in power and line their pockets. I mean, just a modern day Judas, kind of like Marjorie Taylor Greene, who's somewhere out in South America enjoying her millions that she made from selling out the American people. But just understand, the American public have no room for those Republican politicians who are not willing to adopt a pro-American agenda. We're tired of that shit.
It was the most expensive House primary in U.S. history, and the president made it a priority to get rid of Thomas Massie, and he succeeded because Massie had, frankly, become an opponent of the president inside of the party, and you just can't do that. You know, Massie used to, reliably vote with the Republicans. That number had been falling over time. This is one of the most conservative districts in the country. It's certainly a conservative area of Kentucky. They gave Donald Trump a massive victory in 2024. And they expect the Republican congressman, who's pretty despicable.
But let's tell you what's going on, because the White House is doing a victory lap right now.
Those SOBs in Washington tried to buy my vote.
Yes, I don't know if you noticed this. Democrats hardly actually react into these primaries like they did with this issue of Thomas. I don't know. This is what I've observed on social media. Their reaction on this race was totally different. The main reason they are doing this is because they wanted to see Trump's strength. And it has actually caused them to be panicking in a way that we can see clearly. If Thomas won, I'm telling the truth, these people will conclude that, oh, Trump is now weak. You will see how the mainstream media could have covered this. But as a result of what they saw, everybody is quiet. And they know exactly what is happening.
Well, it sucks being a Republican. When I was a Democrat, Democrats are very united. That's one thing I love about Democrats, is that with the loss of Thomas Massie, you have people that really liked him for whatever reason. Some of it's probably anti-Semitism. They don't like Jews. They like that he doesn't, that he attacks AIPAC. It's all very stupid reasons to vote for somebody when we have so many urgent things that are more important to our nation. But the reality of it is Democrats stick together. They stick together when they vote. They stick together. Nobody questions on the Democrat side when people are primary. Like what's happening with Fetterman right now. Right? He votes with the Democrats 93% of the time, but his whole party, nobody's upset because Democrats stick together. And it's a reason they stick together, because it's smart politics. The Republicans do not do smart politics, right? I had one guy said, I'm now an independent because he's mad Thomas Massie lost, right? Like, this is the type of stuff why Republicans lose. This is why we can't win, because when people lose, they throw tantrums like teenagers and they get mad over one issue. Thomas Massie is a small part of a bigger picture that even if your candidate did not win, right? My candidate didn't win. I liked the black guy in the Kentucky race, right? I think we need more representation. We need more diversity. That's my opinion in the Republican Party. Do I like it sometimes? No. But I am still voting Republican because I understand we have a nation to save. Cameron, the guy who ran it, said that was my guy. But I'm still voting Republican because I realize it's bigger than one candidate. We are fighting against the left. We are not fighting against Republicans. It is not a fight against Republicans. We have people on the left that are completely godless, that do not want God in any part of our society.
Yes, if you take a look at what he's saying on this video, you can clearly see that this is actually a bigger problem to a lot of people. Democrats are united when it concerns certain issues. You hardly see some kind of Democrat like really siding with Republicans when things like this are happening. It's very difficult. This man is a star in the Democrat Party. Thomas is a star in the Democrat Party because they believe, oh, he did this, though some people disagree with him. But majority of the people that stand with this man.
The interesting thing with Massie is the #1 reason he was targeted by the White House was because he was pushing for accountability. I don't agree with Thomas Massie on a lot, but I think he showed tremendous courage, and he's got some time left in Congress. I hope that he continues to advocate for accountability. But something else pretty seismic happened yesterday. Donald Trump decided to endorse against the sitting U.S. Senator from Texas, John Cornyn, and he's endorsed Ken Paxton in the Senate race there. This is a seismic disaster for Republicans. As of this morning, James Tallarico is polling above Ken Paxton in Texas.
This Republican Party is firmly the Trumplican Party, in my view. I think they're feckless. I think they want power. This is the Trump Party. This is the Trumplican Party. This is no longer the Republican Party.
Immediately, they are now encouraging Thomas to run for president. If you listen to the speech he gave, he said it's not over yet, implying, giving hints like he's planning to run for president, which we all know how that will end up. And Democrats are applauding like that is a good idea. These people love when they see top Republicans like this be divided. Yes, if you see how Democrats are reacting on social media, you would think Thomas Massie is a Democrat. I don't know. Even CNN feels sorry for him. If you take a look at this picture carefully, you realize these are the Republicans who voted to impeach Trump. And they have all lost. They are nowhere to be found right now. I want you to take a look clearly. You will realize they have lost their seat as a result of this. It took time, but Trump is taking them out gradually. If you take a look at what just happened, it should be an eye-opener to a lot of these people who oppose Trump in everything he is doing.
Not surprised.
I wasn't surprised. I wasn't surprised at all because the bottom line is this. Donald Trump is the general of the Republican Party, and the Republican primary voters are his soldiers. And if you look at Thomas Massie, you can see it very clearly. You look in 2020, 2022, 2024, he was getting 75%, upwards of 81% of the primary vote in 2020. And today, he gets less than 50% of the vote.
But Donald Trump's goal is not to win the most races for Republicans. Donald Trump's goal is to reshape the Republican Party in his image.
And then I can't think of an endorsement in Republican politics that has ever been as important as Donald John Trump's endorsement. And you see it in Texas. You saw, obviously, in Kentucky earlier tonight. You saw it in Louisiana over the weekend. And you see it in the Texas polling as well.
These two things we've been talking about, not a huge difference between those two chunks of votes.
Defeated incumbent Thomas Massie after Donald Trump endorsed Galrine.
I think I'm going to end here. God bless you abundantly. As of the short clips at the end, that is Rewriter Greta. You can always skip.
Campaign. Oh, hi. If you're seeing this video, this is a reminder that a straight white male, former reality star that has no previous experience.
He didn't really have to say anything himself.
Chelsea Handler went to dinner at Jeffrey's house in 2010. It's just a fun one.
I have seen this city just fall apart.
Mayorship, insurance companies, they don't have to pay for people to rebuild their homes. And they
baseball. Guys, Nithya Raman is conspiring with Karen Bass.
I just wanted to share how happy I am to be out.
The city councilwoman is going to be her runoff opponent.
Open up these cases with
can't keep streetlights on.
To the media.
It's elitist in California. Now you realize people everywhere in America make fun of people.
And so this is my life.
You're talking about qualifications, right? Yeah. And the problem that I have with someone qualified for power.
Yeah, there's been rules in the middle of the game and give himself more Republican.
It's Rewriter Greta. You can always skip.
The sight of this man just disgusts me.
They need to go to New York.
Present the black community.
It's illegal. Spencer Pratt, who's running for mayor of Los Angeles,
able to laugh at him.
Inside, they started.
It'll be more access to the leader of the free world.
This week, which was the state of Virginia, they gerrymandered the state, and Trump started it.
The win in yesterday's redistricting.
It's going to lose their congressional representation. How do you think?
Until the first lady brought them back with her surprise statement last week.
How does this benefit?
An actor.
I'm an actor.
I'm an actor.
Creative content.
Why are you not looking forward to the White House fight?
well, it's kind of a gimmick.
I have 300.
Well, I said Democratic Socialist.